Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. Hope you and your family are doing well and are having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to be featuring you unique variations that you will find in very classic, very popular types of Persian rugs. We have the Tabriz rugs here. We also have a Bidjar rug. These are some of the most best known, the most abundantly available types of Persian rugs, both in the medium and in the high quality range. These oftentimes in the high-end range, especially the Tabriz rugs, they have a silk foundation. These are all made with what is known as a Turkish knot. But what I'm going to be featuring in this video are unique designs, unique individual pieces that we as passionate rug fans, we don't always get to see. And in this case, we have three very unique pieces. This is kind of a follow-up to the previous video that I made, where I talked about some of the unique Nain rugs and everything. I thought I mentioned these pieces right here also as a result of some of you asking me what type of rugs, what individual pieces I personally like, I also recommend, and pieces that are also not that overly priced. These are the types of rugs that if you are a homeowner, if you enjoy fine pieces of art, you have nice home decor, but you're not necessarily the type of person who's going to be dropping a 5 or 6 digit figure on a piece of art or furniture. You are what I call a normal person. You're not the top of the line. And these are the types of rugs that you will find in what we call average middle class, upper middle class homes. And I have the Persian communities in mind. If you whether you are a teacher, for example, or if you're an engineer, if you walk into their homes, whether it is here in Europe or in the United States, Canada, if you go to the homes of Persian and you look at the rugs that they have, these are the types of rugs that they typically have in their homes. Well, I chose a few pieces that are very unique. Also, since this is something I recently added to our channel, where whenever I talk about unique pieces, I also point out a few that we may have discounted more so than most of the rugs. And in this case, we also, since we're talking about the Tabriz rugs, we have a beautiful silk foundation Gonbad piece. This is a 10-foot by 13-foot piece. We also have a 10-foot by 13-foot Tabriz Mahi. Then here we have another beautiful Mahi runner. These are all silk foundation or 50 Rug. And you'll see the links in the descriptions. And since I'm not a huge fan of having these bogus sales, bogus discounts, sometimes we're able, as wholesalers, this is what our family is. We're basically a wholesale business. My website, mprugs.com, is an extension of that. It's more or less a hobby of mine. And so sometimes as wholesalers, when we have to order large quantities, we end up sometimes with multiple pieces with similar designs and same size. And so we pass the savings on to you just to basically clear them. But in this case right here, with that out of the way, we have three beautiful rugs. I'm going to start out with probably the most famous design in Persian rugs, and that has to do with the Pazirik design that you see in the back. This Tabriz rug is one of several pieces that we have. The most common type of a Pazirik design. I'll go into the history of it and really what makes it so special in a minute. But just so you know, this is a 7-foot by 5-foot piece, 2 meter by 1.5 meters. We also, for example, have a more classic variation of it, which is this Tabriz, and you can see the orange and everything. That is what you typically find. Now the Pazyryk design itself, this one dates back approximately 2,500 years. There was a remnant of a luxurious carpet that was found under layers of ice in Russia. It is featured in a Russian museum. It is the oldest dated handmade, what many people consider to be a Persian rug. Now this is, in my opinion, and I'm taking the word Persian out of this. This could be Persian, it could, in my opinion, I think it's more from the Caucasus area. And because of the politics and everything, I know I've talked about the Pazyryk design in the past in other videos, and it just gets all kinds of crazy people with opinions and everything. To me, we're all the same. We may speak a different language and all that, but to me, we're all brothers and sisters. And so here you have a beautiful replica, a copy of the Pazyryk design. But what I love about this particular piece, this is the first time that I've ever laid eyes on a dark blue, almost black, with this purplish, this violet that you see in the reindeers and everything. Absolutely beautiful. I cannot, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is what I love to see after having seen dozens of replicas. To be able to find one that stands out, stands apart, that is what gets my blood going as a rug dealer. Now, another type of rug right here that may seem ordinary to many of you guys, and that is this large, this is a 13-foot runner, 4 meters plus. What is unique about this Tabriz rug, and same as the Pazyryk, this is a 50 rug piece. What is unique about them is it has an old school Gonbad design. This Gonbad design, which is very rarely ever made in runners. This is a piece right here that is reminiscent of what the early Gonbad Tabriz rugs looked like in the 80s. Absolutely beautiful. This is a new piece though. So it's a new Tabriz rug, 50 rug, same as the Pazyryk, cotton foundation, about 350 knots per square inch. But what is absolutely, for me, this is the kind of rug that I will absolutely always remember. It is the design. Same as the Pazyryk, it features the silk in the highlights. In the Gonbad piece right here, you'll notice that the silk is in the details. Actually, the same right here. You'll see it in the Pazyryk, where in the horns and in the center of the stars, these are all made out of silk. The same in the Gonbads, and this is very traditional, very typical. But the design of the Gonbad tiles, this is classic early to mid 80s. So this is what I again consider to be a unique piece, also in the fact that as a runner, the Gonbad design is rarely ever offered and found. So definitely can recommend. And last but not least, we have one of my favorites, and this is a Bukan. This is a Bidjar. It's very dense, extremely dense, and yet very fine wool with silk added as highlights. This Bidjar, the Bukan quality is basically becoming almost obsolete. But it is still, as you can see, still being made. The detailing in this piece, the colors, the designs, if you are familiar with Bidjar rugs, and I own several of them, I have several in my own home, love them dearly. You know it's more traditional, it has that classic Herati. Here's actually one of the pieces, this is actually my own home. I love how they look. They are designed to last a lifetime. When I saw this piece right here with the striped design, And you can also see in the borders in the orange gold combination along with the Herati design. This was such an unusual piece that I had to have it. And so when people ask me about rare Persian rugs, I always tell people, I said, I can definitely point out some of the over the top pure silk, whether it is the Persian, for example, the Jamshidi rugs, or whether it is the top of the line Herake rugs. But when people ask me, what do I have in my own home? And I can point towards the Bidjar. I have Tabriz rugs, have had them for years, love them. These are some of the most traditional types of Persian rugs, but just because they're traditional doesn't mean that you have to have the same boring design. So for those of you that are into the Persian rugs, I hope you enjoyed this video. Took you and introduced you to several pieces that hope you had fun with the video. Also, if you have questions about a rug that you may own yourself, please feel free to check out the link below in the description, in which I show you what type of pictures I need, the file and the size and all that stuff, and send them to me. Visit us at mprugs.com if you need more information along with our contact details. And if you like the channel, it's all about handmade carpets from around the world. Feel free to subscribe, give us a like. This is something we do in our spare time to answer many of your questions and also to showcase you the wonderful world of handmade carpets without all of the BS that oftentimes, unfortunately, come with the trade. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Until we see each other again, wishing you and your family the very best. Greetings from us all. Take care. Bye-bye.